Welcome back to the Snowpoint Cast. Today we're going to be watching a game between myself and Josh Fernando. I'm going to be on the left playing Gyarados, and Josh is going to be on the right playing Jumpluff. So yeah, gonna start with a Sableye there. So definitely the best starter you can have if you're playing Gyarados. Definitely a really solid starter. Also means you get to go first, so gives you that advantage of just getting a turn ahead. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with a Sableye. Definitely the best start in the deck. Impersonate is such a good attack. Just being able to search a supporter for free on your turn one is definitely really great, especially when Collector and Felicities are such important parts to get your Gyarados up and going. So yeah, gonna bench a Regice. Definitely a good starting Pokemon as well. Just means that I don't have to hit that Felicities to start getting Pokemon in the discard. Bench an Unknown Q as well. Put it on the Sableye, kind of just getting ready for a Judge. It is possible that I get knocked out this turn, which would kind of suck, but it's not super likely, and having the Q on the Sableye is good too, because Jumpluff does play Judge, so being able to have it on the board and not being worried about having it disrupted is a good call for sure. I'm going to get two Magikarps and an Azelf here. I'm pretty sure I prized a Carp this game. So Azelf is a really important part of that. Getting your Carps out of the prizes. If I remember correctly, I think I prized a Gyarados as well. So definitely a really, really important part of this deck. If you happen to prize important pieces, being able to get them out of the prizes is important to hit your combos for sure. So Josh goes for a Luxury Ball. Starting with Baltoy is definitely not your best starter here. He definitely would have preferred a jump or a Hoppip so that he might be able to attack with a Jumpluff this turn without having to hit a Q. But he did hit that communication, so he's probably going to go for a setup Uxie here, or maybe Claydol if he's got a broken time space. It really depends what's in his hand. Yeah, so he's going to go for an Uxie. See what we can hit here. It's still possible I get knocked out. If he hits like Q, he needs one more bench Pokemon, and then he needs a Q and the Jumpluff line and an energy, but it's definitely really possible. So he hit the energy. There you go. He's gonna set up for 5. Yeah, for 4. So let's see what he can hit here. He's able to hit like broken time space Claydol. That might be okay. The thing about Claydol though is it takes your retreat up to 2, so it means that unless he has a switching out, it's unlikely that he is able to hit it. So he's able to hit the Claydol though, so I mean, definitely a really decent turn one from Josh coming out here now. He's gonna be able to see some more cards, and you know, worst case, if you are not able to get the knockout turn 1, at least you're likely gonna be able to get the knockout turn 2 at this pace. Yeah, he's got a Warp Point as well. He's going to use it. Definitely a good call. Stranding that Regice active is there's not a ton of stuff that can get Regice out of the active in Gyarados. This list plays 2 Warp Point, or 2 Warp Energy rather, and I think there's 1 Warp Point in there as well. So if he's able to get the knockout on that Regice, that's actually really clutch before I'm able to use it. But he needs to hit like 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs to hit a lot of stuff. He needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. So he needs a full bench and an expert belt. So that's definitely possible, but he needs to pop off really hard if he's going to do that. Oh, so he did hit a Crobat as well, so it just means he needs 1 less bench spot here, which is definitely nice. You can have 4 bench Pokemon and an expert belt if he hits that. He's still got a Cosmic Power too, I think, so he's in a pretty decent position. He might be able to draw something here. He really just wants to be able to attack. I mean, if you don't kill the Regice, that's whatever, but you definitely want to be attacking this turn. And he does communication for the Jumpluff, so I think he's probably got a rare candy in his hand. And after playing all those cards, he's going to be able to draw even more with the Claydol, so he's definitely in a really chill position. You know, candy, Jumpluff, yeah, there we go. Oh, and he played double plus power too, so yeah, I got knocked there, which is super clutch. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a Crobat. 3 plus powers? 2 in the discard. Yeah, with a Crobat, yeah. So at least I get to keep that Sableye. I'm not completely dead, and I have a rescue stretch, or a Pokemon rescue as well, so I'm just gonna put that guy back on the bench. Definitely real clutch, because getting that those Magikarps in the discard is a pretty big deal. I do have a Felicities in my hand, but definitely want to. If you're able to do both, then I'm able to, like, if I hit Magikarp on the bench here, broken time space is out, so I can just go Magikarp, Gyarados in the same turn. And with that Regice, I'm now able to hit for 90, which is a knockout on this Jumpluff. So definitely a really important card that I had that Pokemon Rescue in my hand there. Yeah, hit a prized Carp. Getting that out of the prizes is really important. I did see a Gyarados in there as well. So it's good to know. Something cool you can do with Azelf is if you hit a Super Scoop Up and you really need to hit 2 in a game, you can scoop the Azelf up and then just use Time Walk again. And then, yeah, I don't know about the Scoop Up discard. I probably should have just discarded 1 to draw 3. Probably just discarded 1 Carp, but it's whatever. Yeah, that was probably just bad. I just didn't need to hit that extra card, really. Well, I don't know. I didn't hit Gyarados, so maybe I should have just done the conservative play of keeping the Super Scoop Up. I really did want to hit a Gyarados this turn so that I could start trading. Josh is going to go up 2 prizes now with Jumpluff, which is not great. I mean, I'm still definitely able to come back here, but it's really not what you want if you can prevent that. Because now that I've started trading negatively, I'm down 2 prizes, so if Josh is able to hit some really big KOs, he'll probably be able to just take the momentum that he has until the end of the game, but really depends on if he's able to hit those Gyarados knockout turns. And I mean, discarding that Super Scoop Up is kind of silly because Super Scoop Up's a pretty important card in this matchup. If Jumpluff whiffs a knockout and you hit a Super Scoop Up, there's always going to be a BTS out because that's the stadium that both of these decks play. So, you know, I don't know about that. I feel like discarding the 1 would have been better, just conservative. Keeping the Scoop Up. Yeah, Josh is going to Communication for a Skip Bloom here. Board's looking super chill. All he needs to attack next turn is going to be a Jumpluff and an Energy. Because I do have that Gyarados, so I'm going to be able to get the knockout on this Jumpluff. Unless he goes for a Leaf Guard, which I don't know why I would. Yeah, and he goes for a Judge too, which is definitely really good. I don't get to keep that Gyarados in my hand, so yeah. This is where Jumpluff really starts to excel, because now that Josh has a board state, and I've had to bench some Pokemon. I had to bench an Azelf and a Regice to kind of get going. He's able to just start swinging for a lot of damage for a single energy here, and he's able to knock my 1 prize basic Pokemon. So he's going to go up to 4 prizes remaining to my 6 this turn. And with the Judge, if I'm not able to hit Gyarados off this Judge, it's definitely going to be looking not so great for our hero. But let's see what we can get off this. Pretty sure I hit some Gyarados out of this, because if I remember correctly, I think I win this game. But yeah, we're gonna go to 4. There's a lot of stuff I get hit off this. Uxie is 1, Gyarados is another Bebe's Search, Versus Seeker. There's a lot of stuff that I could hit off this Judge to 4, but at the same time I could still whiff as well. So yeah, I just knocks the Sableye. I'm going to promote the Carp and draw. So I hit an Expert Belt, and I do have some stuff in my hand here. So I go for the Super Scoop Up, and I hit a Heads. So this is a really important Heads. I do have a Collector in my hand, so I might be able to, you know, Collector into Uxie to draw into the Gyarados, but being able to just raw search it so that I'm guaranteed getting the knockout this turn is really great. It's exactly what I want for sure. And it just means that I get to play my turn out a little differently, draw some more cards if I need to. But it also means I don't have to bench that Pokemon, right? Like if I would have had to Collector for an Uxie, I'm benching more Pokemon, which is really bad in this matchup. You want to avoid benching Pokemon at all costs unless you really need to. So yeah, I'm able to get the knockout this turn, which is real clutch. I don't know if I want an Expert Belt on this Gyarados. I might or I might not. I don't need it. And being able to come back 2 prizes, like if Josh is able to hit a mega knockout, it's really not what I want, especially with 2 Super Scoop Ups away. The Expert Belt is just a little bit of added risk here. So yeah, I go for a Collector, gonna go for a Mesprit, an Uxie, and a Luxray. But I don't bench them because, like I said, Mass Attack does damage based off all the Pokemon in play. So if you're conservative with your bench in this matchup, it's actually really important because you're controlling the damage that Jumpluff does. So I do bench a Mesprit because this is an important turn where I knock out, and Josh doesn't have the resources to immediately respond right now. So if he's able to Claydol, he might be able to find those resources, and I just want to prevent that. Even though it's a benched Pokemon, it doesn't really matter because Josh isn't going to be able to one-shot me regardless. And it might prevent him from hitting the knockout this turn and give me an out to start coming back this game. But we'll see what he can hit off this. He goes for a Collector. I don't think he has Jumpluff Energy in his hand. I feel like he would have played it already if he had that. but we'll see what he's got here. If he's got an energy, being able to Psychic Restore with the Uxie could be really good. 20 damage is a pretty big deal when you're not able to hit 130 raw with Jumpluff, so being able to just hit it for a chip damage and then maybe or hit it for a second hit for a knockout next turn might be his best strategy, depending on what his hand is here. Go for a Baltoy, a Hoppip, and a Spiritomb. Yeah, definitely a really important turn to Mesprit here. If Josh would have had the opportunity to Claydol, it might have been that he's able to attack this turn, which is really not what I want. And unfortunately, I'm going to get Trainer locked, but that's not a massive deal when you're one-shotting stuff. And yeah, he's just going to Darkness Grace to find the Jumpluff there. Definitely a decent call. But he missed because of the Mesprit, so that is exactly what I wanted, and now it just means that I'm going to start trading a little more evenly. I'm going to bring it back to an even 4-4 on prizes. And yeah, we actually got a real shot at taking this game now. So I'm going to see what I can grab there. Grab the Luxray level X. This is definitely an important part of this matchup now, is I'm going to have to start streaming knockouts, and Luxray does help you do that a lot. Especially because the strategy usually with Jumpluff is, if they can't get them in one shot, they'll hit you for a Leaf Guard for 30, and then they'll take less damage, and so you'll need to hit some damage modifiers to knock them out yourself next turn. And so it's just a important part to note that you will have to probably either hit some resources to knock the Jumpluff or two-shot it, which is pretty bad. Especially when it's even prizes like this, you really need to be getting ahead on prizes. Like if we're 4-4 right now and I'm able to take the knockout on this Jumpluff and he isn't able to take the knockout on me, all I have to do is just stream attackers the rest of the game, and then I win the game. So yeah, Josh is going to go for a Beyblade here. Going to grab a second Claydol. He's Cosmic Powering. He's going to draw lots and lots of cards. He's got another Jumpluff there and Grass, which means he's going to be attacking with some more Jumpluffs the rest of the game. And yeah, his board is looking really established. As soon as Jumpluff hits 2 Claydols, they kind of are just able to stream whatever they want, for the most part, right? Like, if you have 2 Claydol, the odds that you draw into what you need are pretty good. Yeah, I think the Leaf Guard here is definitely the best call. Yeah, so he just goes for a Leaf Guard. Definitely a really good call by Josh there. It means that I'm going to have to hit some stuff here, either an Expert Belt, and a Crobat, or, you know, there's just resources that I need to hit. I do have the Expert Belt in my hand and the Crobat in my hand, so whatever, easy dub. Get outplayed, bro. Yeah. So, I mean, benching does kind of suck because it puts me in knockout range, but again, the important thing here is that I'm able to stream knockouts, and, you know, regardless, I do have an Expert Belt, so if Josh is able to snag the return knockout without using an Expert Belt of his own, it means that it's a little more likely to win the game here, but we'll see. I hope he's got another benched Pokemon in his hand, because, well, I mean, I guess he's just queuing so that he can Claydol to find better bench Pokemon. Finding a Hoppip is what he really wants this turn, I think. Yeah, he's going to go for 1 and then drop to 5. Right now he's doing 100 damage, so he needs to have 20 more. So if he's got like a Crobat and a Poketurn, that'll do it. Yeah. There's definitely some stuff he could hit. He is going to Palmer's Contribution to see if he can shuffle in some more basic Pokemon to draw those. He does need to hit a basic Pokemon on a plus power. That would also do it. But he's definitely going to hit some more damage to be able to get the knockout this turn on me. Possible, though. It's definitely possible that he does that. Especially if this second Claydol is going to be able to get another Cosmic Power here and draw some more cards. Hopefully he can hit what he needs. Cosmic, I think it was a Cosmic 1 for 3, yeah. Doesn't look like he hit what he needed. Usually if you hit that out that you're looking for, you just bench it right away. So kind of unfortunate that he's not able to hit that. He's going to go for a Warp Point here, so he's at least able to snag a knockout. Not the knockout he wants, but, you know, sometimes you just have to take the knockout that you can get. If you whip a knockout this turn, that's really bad. So at least he hit the Warp Point so that he's able to stay in this game. Yeah, promote the bat. I really want to hit like a super scoop up this turn. That 30 damage doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's definitely a way that Josh can get a 2-shot is with a Leaf Guard damage. 150 HP is a lot more to take out in a single turn than 120. So I do bench that Luxray. I don't know if that was the correct bench. It kind of means that Josh just needs, you know, a bat and a plus power, or a Pokemon and a plus power. There's just like, it's one less card that Josh needs this turn. Alternatively, I might need to hit a Luxray soon. Oh, okay, cool. So I take the bat up. Definitely a really good call. Getting the bench down there is a really important part. If I would have stayed at 4 bench, it just would have meant that Josh was that much more likely to get the return knockout. And with that expert belt, I really can't afford that right now. I'm gonna go down to 2. Josh is gonna go for Roseanne's Research. See we can hit. He wasn't able to hit a Hoppip last turn, so he's probably gonna go for those 2, and then just try to clay it all into the Jumpluff pieces. He did Palmer's Contribution last turn, so the odds that he hits it are pretty decent off 2 Claydol. He's also got cards in his hand that might be the Jumpluff pieces as well. Yeah, what he needs is like Rare Candy Jumpluff or Skiploom Jumpluff, Crobat Poketurn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's gonna have to hit Crobat double Poketurn, or Expert Belt Crobat. There's some stuff he can hit, but Expert Belt's kind of scary because it means that if I have the return knockout with an Expert Belted Gyarados, I just win the game. Yeah, first Cosmic Power, goes for a reversal and then misses, which is kind of unfortunate. Really would like to see that reversal, but can't always win them all. Yeah, the reversal would just mean that he needs to hit the damage mods 1 time. Okay, there he hit the second reversal, so that's pretty good. He's going to go for the Luxray. I think that's a great call. Nothing else is really threatening his board, but the Luxray, it could be bad. I mean, being able to take out a Claydol or whatever I'd like is not exactly what Josh wants. And he missed the knockout for like the Gyarados. So again, you just have to be able to hit a knockout. To promote Gyarados, don't have a ton of benched Pokemon now. I'm down to 2 now that he's been knocking them out. And I think I'm just gonna keep it that way the rest of the game. I do have 2 super scoop ups left, so it means that I'm able to just heal this Gyarados up if I need to do that. Yeah, and then I just need like, yeah. I think it's looking pretty good here because I'm able to get a knockout on this Jumpluff. And then, you know, unless Josh is able to hit a big turn where he hits, he's got to hit a lot of stuff. So I've got 120 HP right now. Doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's doing 80 right now, which is not amazing. He needs like Expert Belt, double Crobat. And he just has another Claydol, so he's going to draw some cards. Double Crobat or like just a bunch of Poketurns. Expert Belt, 3 Poketurn also does it. He's got to definitely hit a big combo this turn if he wants to win the game. Yeah, she's going to go for a Leaf Guard here, which is pretty unfortunate because it means that I need... Oh yeah, and I have this like Cyclone for the game there. So yeah, this has been a pretty interesting matchup. Pretty good back and forth between Gyarados and Jumpluff. If you have any questions about this matchup, definitely feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get to them. But thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.